Hello everyone and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption. Last time we helped out a fairly strange fellow named Seth. And as we can see on the minimap, there is something, or rather someone, around here at the station. So let's go and see what that is all about.
My, take a look at you. Will you take a look at you? You look like you've seen trouble, mister. Enough for 100 men.
Trouble has a way of finding me, mister.
Do I like the sound of that? Do I ever like the sound of that? Trouble with a capital T. That's just capital.
Whatever you say.
Cold, tough, but with a heart of gold. The cowboy sings his lonely song like a dog whose bone is made of wood.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. I was just writing my next piece. I've been sent out here to provide a little frontier joie de vivre for the ladies back east.
I don't understand a word you're saying, mister.
Yeah, my ma felt the same way. And now she wrote me out of her will, and there's no hope for any of us. Jimmy Saint, sir, at your disposal. But please don't dispose of me just yet.
What are you doing out here, Jimmy?
Capturing the spirit of the West for a monthly back east. You know, I'm sending them my oh-so-witty and oh-so-pertinent missives and gaining myself a little prize in the bargain. So it's action I'm after, and action I'm gonna find, too. Wild men, cheap women, you know, guns, that sort of thing.
Well, you have fun.
Fun? I'm gonna have the time of my life, sport. I tell you, mister, the time of my little old life.
That line about the trouble with the capital T, I am guessing that is an intentional reference to the Music Man. And yeah, Jimmy there is another one of the stranger side quests, and we will be meeting him later. But for now, we are going to do the next mission for Nigel West Dickens. It's actually a good thing I saved here, because I had a glitch where the mission cutscene wouldn't trigger.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you, sir?
I'm all right. I met up with your friend, Seth.
Oh, Seth of the Dead. Yes, interesting fellow. You don't meet many men these days with the moral fortitude to cut straight to the chase like that, do you?
Thankfully not, Mr. West Dickens.
Yes, contemporary society is remarkably harsh on professional exhumers. But did you know that in ancient Egypt, it was an art form valued more highly than literature? I believe Seth comes from that school of thought.
How very interesting. Look, you thought any more about our plan?
Ah, your plan, dear boy, your plan. I am merely the help, not mercifully the arbiter of wisdom.
What you are, dear boy, is the man whose life I've saved twice now. A man who sells lies and deceit to unwitting people. A man who, if he doesn't help me, I won't think twice about putting a bullet through his skull, feeding to the vultures myself.
You see, Mr. Marston, you have the exterior of a violent man, but the soul of an angel, and that is what I think I cherish most about you.
That's what I thought.
But before we can attend to your particular problems, we need some extra lubricant to oil the machinery of business. And this being America, that lubricant with which we concern ourselves is money.
Money? What are you talking about?
Oh, we need weapons. Armor plate for the wagon, extra hands, and I need some danger money.
So, let's sell some more of these cures.
Sell cures? Around here? Do you want to see me lynched? Oh, no. The sport of kings. Racing, my friend. The sport of kings. A noble activity without reproach. Exactly the kind activity where a lying, cheating degenerate like myself can prosper. But come, let's finish the loading and we'll discuss it as we drive.
Now, sir, tooth breach.
Yeah, that cutscene just didn't actually play until I loaded the save I made right outside there. So I'm glad I did.
Seth is an interesting fellow, is he not?
I wouldn't say interesting, more deeply disturbed. I can see why you two get along.
I see the good in everybody, John. It's a flaw of mine. I have a soft spot for life's flotsam and jetsam.
Connection with him more like. You and Seth have a lot in common. You both rob people for one. Mind you, at least he waits until they're dead.
Oh, my dear boy. Nobody is more critical of drinkers than a drunk who's mending his ways.
What are you talking about?
Come on now, John. I've heard about you. You spent your life robbing people. It's a little inappropriate to be taking the moral high ground now.
I had the courtesy to put a gun in their face.
Whatever helps you sleep easily at night.
We stole from those who had too much. Tried to give to those who had too little.
A Robin Hood with spurs. Oh, romantic. You expect me to believe that poppycock? Maybe I'll have the good fortune to be able to leave my nefarious life behind one day and work on the government's dime.
Don't talk about things you don't understand.
Dear, oh dear, simmer down, my boy. You need to start appreciating your friends more. Folks around here don't see you as any different from Bill Williamson.
I didn't think I'd have to huckster snake oil and dig up the dead, that's all.
Take it from me, John. Collaboration is the key to success. I can help you. Seth can help you. It's business. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no need to make it quite so personal.
Suits me.
Anyway, John, we must talk about the race.
Yes, the race.
Oh, come on. Time to purge that negativity and start thinking like a winner. You're going to have a whale of a time. They've been holding these chariot races in New Austin for as long as I can remember. And we need the money.
Why aren't you racing then?
Me? Oh, no. Not my thing at all. You have already proved yourself more than adept at the reins, my dear boy, and under some stress. These races are Byzantine in their ferocity, and the terrain is treacherous. People will do just about anything to win. Men die. It's a marvelous spectator sport.
Sounds like fun.
And you are my wild card, John. They won't be expecting you.
So what's your role in all this?
Think of me as your spiritual guide.
Do I have to?
You are a free man, of course, but I strongly recommend it. Imagine just today, you are not an aging bounty hunter, and I am not an avant-garde business pioneer. No, sir. Today, we are gladiators. Motivation, dear boy.
I'm definitely feeling motivated to get the hell out of here.
Ah, marvelous. Yeah, you didn't think that the race with Bonnie early on would be the last one in the game, did you?
Here we are, John. Gap-tooth breach.
Yeah, we are going to do that again, although this time we are going to race on chariots. So let's go and find our chariot and get on with the show.
Drivers! Y'all know the rules, but for you newcomers, this here's a fair race. Keep to your manners and let the faster cart pass. So now that's been said, y'all can get to running each other off the road like always. All right now, counting to three. Ready, set, go!
Commands flying like the wind. Don't want to be too aggressive here early on, he says as he's going 3 wide into a narrow part of the track. But yeah, we're now in the lead, and as soon as you get into the lead, it's fairly easy to win this. Now, as basically every other mandatory race mission in GTA games or open world games in general, this is not difficult in the slightest. Now, you can still lose this fairly easily if you well try too hard, basically. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that I always have the cart under control. So if I screw up or if there's a tight bend or whatever, I still manage to slow down easily and not flip over. I don't remember if you actually lose automatically when you flip over, but I would rather not test it. And here I carried just a little bit too much speed into a tight corner, but since I wasn't going too fast, I was still able to kinda salvage it without crashing and burning. I'm not sure how you would crash and burn in a cart with a horse, but I think you could still somehow manage it. And you can also choose your route around the track in a couple of points. The alternate routes, as far as I can tell, are not all that much faster or slower than anything else, but I think this one is just a little bit shorter, so we'll just take that. A tighter turn as well, but we can manage that since we are very much in control. And since this is just a bit of what is basically straight, so we can just kinda stretch our legs and build up a lead. And we are almost at the finish line anyway. So yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Hell of a race, mister. I'll take care of this cart for Mr. West Dickens.
Come on, John. I suggest we beat a hasty retreat. Right, best remove ourselves from the stage before somebody decides they want their money back.
Fine by me.
Wasn't that fantastic? The cheers of the crowd, the thunder of the wheels.
The fallen rocks, the homicidal maniacs.
Oh, come on, John. Even a cold-hearted misanthrope like you must have found that just the tiniest bit exhilarating.
Not the friendliest bunch, are they?
They take their racing very seriously in these parts. And your participation was not entirely pre-approved.
That was clear.
Ah, sports, war, and heartache. The guilty pleasures of mankind since the dawn of time.
I'd get away from the men we just swindled before you start waxing too lyrical.
Yes, of course.
I don't know about that thing about the falling rocks and homicidal maniacs, because we did not really see anything of the sort during the race. Maybe it was something they cut out at some point. But yeah, here we just basically had to drive carefully.
Well done, sir. Well done. Having you as a ringer has netted us a fine profit.
We seem to be wasting time, old man.
Oh, patience, my friend. The Trojan horse cannot run before it can walk, if you'll forgive the metaphor. Next, we need to procure some grand and overwhelming firepower. And for that, you need to contact an old friend of mine. Goes by the name of Irish.
Irish.
Yes, he's an interesting kind of fellow. He usually can be found in Armadillo or some other town around here on some bacchanalian revel or such.
Great. An alcoholic arms dealer.
What could be better?
And West Dickens has pointed us in the direction of another, well, clearly upstanding citizen, and Lord Sattler here seems to be in a little bit of a precarious spot, so let's just get out of here before he gets run over. Thankfully the train wasn't anywhere near. Well, sure. Person very far away. We'll do that. Now that is very rude. We're not having any of that.
Thank you for saving me. Now could you please help me out of this? This is outrageous! How dare you! Thank you very much.
Lucky I came along when I
Good
did.
Lord!
Well, it appears that there might be more cannibals around than just the one that we killed in the hills earlier. And yeah, sometimes you will ride past these camps that you can just sit at and listen to some stories and such, and nobody will shoot at you or try to eat you. This is kind of the bad or evil version of that, I suppose. A lot of these random encounters have those.
How do you do?
Sir, I beg of you. My wife has been abducted and we must rescue her.
Well, I guess we'd better help out then.
How did that one get through?
This is now a lot easier when we can paint targets. And we made a handsome profit, and that also means we have now exceeded 200 bucks. And that means we can now buy the deed to the Pleasance house for the One Stranger mission that we got many episodes ago at this point.
What the hell do you want?
Howdy, friend. I didn't know anyone lived out here. Whoa!
Now you can't rob the place now, can you? Now get!
Friendly old bastard, ain't you?
I don't need me no friends, friend.
We all need friends, old-timer. We die alone, but we live among men. You know, I was interested in moving out this way with my family. Would you be willing to sell me a parcel of land? We wouldn't even have to speak or nothing.
Land's too dry for farming. Bandits run all the cattle off. Why you want this land?
I guess I just like the scenery.
Well, I don't know. Maybe for $200 I could give you the deed to this land, find myself a place up in Blackwater. Although I never could stand the people down there. No, sir. Make up your mind. I ain't got all day.
Okay, I'll take it.
Here you go then, partner. Good luck out here.
I'm not sure why they use the same location for this side quest and the early mission where we came here and shot the Walton gang members. That's kind of strange. And we can temporarily use that as a safe house until we go and talk to McAllister, which we are going to do right here because we don't really need a safe house back there in the middle of nowhere.
Howdy. You got the deed?
Yep. Here it is.
I hear about it. All right. Good of you to put your own money up for the deed. There you go. There's a little something extra in there for you. Always best when these transactions go smoothly.
Particularly when you can make more money out of it. Good luck with the property, McAllister.
Oh, yeah.
And there we go, a nice bit of extra profit for being nice. Yep, playing well, doing an evil playthrough really isn't worth it, I don't think, because you just get better stuff and better rewards as a good guy. Also, that's a hell of a racket back there. Can't a person even shop in peace around here? Anyway, we'll just buy this bandolier so we can double the ammo capacity on our rifles and repeater weapons, so that's gonna be useful. Oh, no you don't.
No way to treat a woman.
He was awful rough to me. Why can't all men be like you?
I couldn't just pass by and let him kill you.
Yeah, you couldn't quite see it, but he did have a knife. And if you take too long, he will stab her, so at least we managed to avoid that and get a nice little bit of fame and honor for our troubles.
Yes, boyo, you messed up properly this time, didn't you? You little paddy bastard! You thieving McCunt!
You got it all wrong, Welsh. All wrong. It was French, I promise. He said he was going to rip you off. Now he's ripping me off.
Yeah, keep on talking there, Irish. In about 15 more seconds, your whole whale's gonna turn black.
What's up, boys?
Fuck off, boyo. This don't concern you.
When a man with a sing-song voice tells me to fuck off, it always concerns me, boyo.
Look here. This Paddy bastard stole our guns. Tried to steal our horses. Law's clear on the matter. I never stole nothing, sir. Never did. Not in all my life. That French cunt is playing with the Welshman's tiny and ineffective mind.
Hush your mouth.
Anyway, you all got horses now. No one needs to die. Leave him be.
Who do you think you are, boyo? The bloody cavalry?
Boys is really starting to get on my nerves, boyo.
And you're getting on my nerves.
Yeah. Who the hell invited you to the party?
Mr. Nigel West Dickens said you'd help me locate a machine gun. And since I just saved your life...
I can't thank you enough for taking care of those two degenerates. Untrustworthy, poor in personal hygiene, lacking in the finer qualities of a gentleman.
What about the gun?
It'd be my pleasure. She's magnificent, government issue. It'll be a bit of a ride, but we'll get there soon enough. Follow me, fella. Alrighty, me guardian angel, this way. This is turning into a hell of a day.
You can say that again.
What's your name, friend?
John Marston.
Stroke of luck you came along, fella. I thought I'd drunk me last breakfast there for a second.
Who were those fine specimens of humanity?
They was me only friends in the world. And boy, am I glad to see them bastards dead. We all met on the boat over a few years back, we did. Thick as thieves ever since, and that right there was the problem.
Is it normal for friends in Europe to drown each other?
Never trust a Welshman, me pa always told me. And he got his throat slit, so he should know. The kind of fellas who will steal an acorn from a blind sow and then kick her for squealing. And as for that French bastard...
He didn't sound very French.
Not for now. The thieving bastards are holed up at the cabin by the lake. Can't wait to see the look on their faces when we blast in there. They'll be more surprised than a slut dog with their first porcupine.
You best not be lying to me.
Listen, fella, I didn't ask for your help back there. I don't owe you nothing.
I'll decide what you do and don't owe me.
I've had enough of your overly aggressive manner, fella. You don't know who you're dealing with here.
Irish, I've met enough men like you to last me a lifetime.
We are going to become the best of friends in no time whatsoever.
You can make quick work of those fellas if they give you trouble. The gun's stored just inside that shack.
What about you helping me out?
I'll cover you from the ridge. I'm better from long range. It'll be a piece of cake, fella. Trust me.
I quite like how his shirt is still wet from that cutscene. Nice attention to detail.
What the hell do you want? Back off now before I put a hole.
Too damn close! Come on then!
Okay, now where is that gun? Can't see anything out here. Maybe in the shack. That guy had a shotgun. And obviously we did not want to be near him when he fires that, because that would hurt quite a bit.
It's not here. That lying sack of shit!
Well, it seems we need to have a little talk with our friend Irish, so join me next time.